I'm at the Portland Nursery on Division, and Alani, I think that you guys have like the most intense amount of tropical fruit that I've ever seen at a garden center. It's just incredible.
Yeah, so we have over a dozen varieties of tropical fruits. Specifically, what I'd like to talk about first is the citrus.
Nice.
We have a couple different varieties of citrus. We have the Meyer Improved Lemon, which is the only lemon that flowers and sets fruits continuously throughout the year. So you get multiple batches of fruit, which is fantastic. You also have a more compact variety of the lemon if you don't want it to get very large. And then there's the kaffir lemon, or excuse me, kaffir lime, which is used in lots of culinary recipes.
I love in Thai food. I love using the lime leaves.
And also not forgetting the kumquat, the very tasty one, which I actually have in my house right now. I brought it in for the winter. All of the citrus will lose their leaves. Don't fret. If you see them turning yellow and dropping, they're supposed to do that. It's okay. In general, the citrus are not hardy in our climate.
Right.
So when the temperatures get in the high 30s and low 40s, you might want to protect them or bring them in for the winter.
Sure.
A south-facing window where it gets bright light, a greenhouse, a garden room, anything like that will be fine over the winter time because they are not hardy in our climate.
It'd be nice to have those blossoms, that fragrance in your house. That would be so nice.
Yes.
And I know that you have an unusual cherry too from the West Indies.
Yeah. We've got the Barbados Cherry here. It's incredibly sweet fruit, and yes, it will fruit in our climate, which is exciting. A few people have had the fruits from this one in particular. So
very nice.
Yes.
And you know, some Asian fruit is lychees, which is very unusual to have. You know, you don't think about it in Oregon that we could have that kind of fruit.
Yeah, this is actually it sets fruit very well here, and it makes for a really tasty treat.
Now I know William was telling me about this one, and it's very unusual. It's called the miracle fruit.
Yes, you've got it. This is kind of all of the rage these days. When you eat the fruit for an hour afterwards, it makes everything taste sweet. So if you eat something bitter, salty, whatever, everything tastes sweet. So definitely something a must try.
And we could have that in our house. What kind of conditions would that need?
Same thing as the other ones, bright light. You want to give it ample water, and when it's setting its fruit and blooms, you want to make sure it gets enough fertilizer.
What I like about these two is that you can always put them outside for the summertime and enjoy them out there, and they would really love to be out in the fresh air.
They would love to be out in the fresh air. They get the warmth that we have here in Portland, so it's a perfect plant to have outdoors on your patio and your garden, and then bring in for some winter color and interest.
Now, we can't not talk about tropical flowers, so maybe we can talk about these, and these are like the traditional Hawaiian flower, I think.
Yes, the Anthuriums are quite gorgeous, and you can get them to rebloom. That's a kind of a misnomer that you can't get them to rebloom, but you can, and they're fantastic. The blooms last for over a month.
Yeah, they look like they're plastic, and I really like this other one you have that's actually two-toned pink and green, which is unusual than the traditional flower.
Yeah, there's a couple different varieties out there, and it adds a nice mixture for the household.
Nice. And orchids, beautiful phalaenopsis there in white.
Yeah, we've got quite a good variety of orchids. We have our new orchid display.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something to come and see.
Yeah, definitely.
And it is the season of Christmas cactus.
Yep, we have all different varieties of Christmas cactus. As you can see, they have tons of blooms on the plant. They come many different colors, pinks, reds, oranges, yellows. And don't forget about the Thanksgiving cactus and the Easter cactus to make sure you enjoy that for longer.
And they're pretty easy to get to rebloom.
Very easy.
I think that we all think, oh, it's really, really a lot of work, and I think you were saying that yours does it really on demand almost.
Yep, I keep mine in the southern window all year round. I give it water in the summer and water it less in the winter, and I have hundreds of blooms on mine right now.
Wow, that's really nice. It's nice to see.
So all of you sometimes the care is more complicated, but it's not something that's necessary.
Yeah, I think we make it more difficult than it is.
We definitely do.
And one of the ones that I enjoy so much on my deck is the Bouganvilla.
Yes, the Bouganvilla has profuse blooms. It's a very easy plant to take in for the winter and put in your garage. If it drops its foliage, that's fine. It actually enjoys a bit of the cold. And then you can bring it out again in springtime and let it go crazy.
Yeah, it's really a nice kind of different vine that we would have here normally, but it's nice to have out on the deck and bring in that tropical feeling to the summer.
It is, and they come in many beautiful different colors as well.
Well, thank you so much for taking us a tour of all the things that you have here. It's a really beautiful display. It's always something nice to come and see at the Portland Nursery on Division. Thanks so much.
Thank you.